Good morning. This is the Eager Beaver Show.
You are listening to a True North Eager Beaver Media Incorporated podcast. The True North Eager Beaver podcasts are proudly brought to you by our founding sponsors, the Misfit Mysteries from Corvid Moon Publishing, your source for science fiction, fantasy, and cozy mysteries featuring a broad diversity of characters, CanadianTarot.com, your uniquely Canadian online eclectic tarot community, and the Peppermaster, hot pepper sauces made from farm-fresh ingredients to thrill your taste buds and expand your mind.
Well, hello. I'm sorry for the delay there. Having camera issues this morning. Yes, I'm in a bathrobe because it's Christmas morning and I don't feel like getting dressed yet. It's just me this morning. Mr. Beaver is with family in the Toronto area. I'm not sure exactly where. And he was not able to schedule a time with me yesterday. We wanted to record something for you for today. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to get anything scheduled as life got in the way, as it sometimes often does, especially when you're with family in another part of the country. So I've been up since 5. So I just thought, you know what? I'll just jump on for a few minutes to say hello and see how everybody's doing on this wonderful Christmas morning. Still having camera issues here. For some reason, my camera keeps pulling back. I don't know what is going on. Its software's updated. Everything's updated on my computer. Everything is updated on Restream. It might even be a Restream thing for all I know. And that's correct. We weren't going to have a show today. We were trying to pre-record something for today, but unfortunately, like I said, scheduling just did not work out. So I was up. I was awake. I was sitting in the kitchen having a bite to eat and making a hot chocolate because I forgot to pick up coffee yesterday. So I thought, you know what? Why not just jump on and say hello to everybody, see who's up and at 'em on this early Christmas morning, December 25th, 2024, and see if anybody wants to come and just hang out, have a hot chocolate with me. Yeah, hot chocolate because I forgot to buy coffee, so it's not quite the kick that I was looking for, but nevertheless, it is here. And I'd put my Santa hat on, only I can't find the darn thing anywhere. So who knows? It's around the house somewhere. Hey, good morning from Jawville. Donovan Godette. How you doing? There's folks here who can't necessarily see some of the folks in the chat because I get the chat. It takes everybody from all the feeds that we broadcast on, and all the chat comes into the same place, but only I can see it. But here we go from Donovan Godette. Good morning from Shawville, Quebec. There you go. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you're doing well. I am very mellow today. I had scheduled last night around 6 p.m. I was going to start heading towards my sister's place to arrive for 7 because it's in the other part of town. She lives out in the arse end of Orleans. And if you know Ottawa, you know exactly where that is. And I live downtown, as you very well know. And so it's, since selling my car, getting there is either I can take a train and then a bus and then a cab if need be. And I was going to do something to that effect. I had planned to take the train as far as I could take it and then take the bus as far as I could take it. And then I was going to order an Uber from there. But unfortunately, I was supposed to leave around 6 to try and get there for 7. And at 5 o'clock, a little after 5, I got hit with a terrible migraine. one that made me nauseous. Felt like somebody was stabbing me in the back of my skull. So that kind of negated any plans for Christmas Eve. And I spent the evening on the couch with a cold ice pack on my skull and my eyes covered by a night mask so that I could get some rest. Oh no, this wasn't scheduled. Um, I just planned to do this. This was a drop in at the last second. That's all. It was never. This was never scheduled. We weren't. There wasn't going to be anything this morning, and then I decided, you know what? I'll just jump on for the heck of it because I'm wide awake. I've got some energy. I'm having my hot chocolate. It's a Christmas morn, and I'll be heading to see my family a little later on. So I figured, why not? If anybody else is up and wants to jump in and say hello, you're welcome to join. Well, good morning, Tom, from San Jose, California. How's the weather there, sir? It's a little chilly here today. It's warmer today than it was the last few days, mind you, but it's not exactly. It's -9, feels like -14. So that's about what -14, -18 would be 0 Fahrenheit, which is, I guess, cold. Who's kidding who? -18 is -18. It's cold. It's 85% humidity right here, right now. Sunrise is at 7:41 a.m. It is now 7:22, and the sun has not risen. And the sun sets at 4:25. So we've got, I think, 2 minutes more of daylight today. 7:30 to 4:30, 9 hours basically, and it's not even a full 9 hours because it's 7:41 to 4:25. So it's eight and a bit. Makes for a dark day. Although I am told that today it is going to be mostly sunny. I'm told by the Canada Environment Canada weather app I have on my phone, which is very, very accurate. It says, yeah, high of -9. Oh, no, high of -8 by 2 p.m., but it's going to be sunny, partly cloudy all day long. Like, I can take that. Yeah. Mix of sun and cloud. Mix of sun and cloud. Mix of sun and cloud. Yeah, that's fine. Be nice to see the sunshine again. We had a little bit yesterday, which was actually quite lovely. And I was out with Lola a couple of times yesterday. The outdoor rink right across the street from me is opened up. It opened 2 days before Christmas, and that is the first time in many years, many, many years that it's been open before Christmas. We had a cold snap. Okay, so it was mild, then we had a cold snap for like 5 or 6 days, and then it went back to mild, and all the snow melted. And what didn't melt turned into slush, and then we got a cold snap, and all the slush became ice. So it's like trying to just walk around with through like a field while I'm walking Lola can be difficult because it's slippery and icy and rather treacherous terrain. But the 20 centimeters plus of snow we have received in the last 2 days helped cover that up and pack it down. So yeah, the fellow was out there flooding the rink the other day, and yeah, there was people playing hockey on it yesterday. So that's about as super Canadian Christmas time as you can get. Hockey on the outdoor rink in downtown Ottawa. I'm happy to say we can do that again. And if the weather holds, we might actually, if we're lucky enough, be able to get out on the canal this year. I think the canal is actually going to open this year. So, yeah, hooray for us. So, how is everybody's morning this morning? I have not looked at the news. I have no idea what's going on. And quite frankly, I don't even want to talk about it today. I think today is just a day to chill, relax, enjoy the beautiful weather. Well, you know what I mean. Paraphrasing, if you will. Enjoy the weather beautifully because it is Christmas time in Canada. There's snow on the ground, there's ice in the rink, and you can go out for a snowshoe or a cross country ski. Or if you're like me, a downhiller, although there's no hills open today, but you can certainly hit cross country ski trails or snowshoe. I'm not a snowshoer. That just doesn't appeal to me. If I want to go for a walk, I'll just go for a walk, and I take my dog out frequently, so I get out a lot. Oh, that's a tasty hot chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's Carnation brand, probably in all likelihood. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I just opened the package, dumped it in, put in the hot water, away we go. No marshmallows. Marshmallows. They're not mellows. They're mallows. Marshmallow. I'm doing that to piss you off. It's like Cool Whip. Oh, I'm in a jaunty mood this morning. I don't even know why. I think perhaps because my migraine has probably, I don't really feel it right now. So I think it's gone to the point that I can enjoy today, which is what I'm looking forward to because, Christmas time, I get to spend some time with family and friends. Well, friends, not friends, family, I should say, not really. Well, I guess, no, I don't know. Family and friends. Yeah, that's what it's for, really, Christmas. I have friends who non-Christian or atheist or whichever the case may be. I know atheists who celebrate Christmas because it's just a great time. But I remember years ago I was hosting a Christmas party at my apartment back when I lived in the Byward Market in downtown Ottawa. And I had a number of friends over who were of a different faith, not Christian and not Muslim. And they had decided we would call it a Hanukkah bush, and we would decorate the Hanukkah bush, which was my big Christmas tree. And I said, I gave a little speech just before we all sat down to eat. An impromptu speech. I've been known to do that on occasion where I can just pull words off the top of my head and put them together and form somewhat of a coherent sentence. And I said, the thing about Christmas time that I love the most is that friends and family get together. And sometimes you don't have family around you. So you get the family together that you've made wherever you live. And for folks who didn't necessarily grow up with Christmas or ever celebrate it because of wherever you were born, wherever you lived, whatever your religious following or faith is, whatever the case may be, you don't have to get into the religious aspect of Christmas to celebrate Christmas because Christmas is all about family and friends and love and getting together and spending time with one another. And that's the message to me is peace on earth, goodwill towards all. Let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy each other's company on a beautiful Christmas morn. Although I didn't put the morn part in, and I don't remember how accurate that statement is that I just gave you compared to what I said almost 30 years ago when I was a much younger man and had less pain and a full head of hair. But yeah, it's a gorgeous Christmas morn. The minus 14 is going to warm up to minus 8, so that's not too bad. I can live with that. But the best part is the hang on a second here. What's that going on here? Sorry, I'm just getting stuff on my phone coming in. Oh, I didn't know there was a 9:30 show. See, I didn't even know that. I knew nothing about that until just now. I just got a note here that we're having a show at 9:30. I didn't even know. Well, there you go. Well, Mr. Beaver will be in, I guess, at 9:30. I just thought I'd pop in now because this is our usual start time. I didn't know anything about the 9:30 one. So I thought I'd just pop in, say hello, and have a short visit and see who's up and at 'em and who's ready to enjoy the day. You can see I did change the background for today. Went with a little Christmassy theme. And there we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's an AI or what. I just typed in the words Christmas cabin and that's what popped up. Kind of cool how you can just do that these days. This is what I want. Boom, there it is. When I was a child, that was the stuff of science fiction. And now, here we are. The AI doesn't always get it right. AI, if you're trying to do anything with human beings, hands are always terribly mixed up and messed up and just bad. But it's come a long way in a short time, which is both exciting and terrifying all at the same time. Like, will we ever have a Terminator? I don't know. I don't know. But let's not worry about that today. Doug Ford's cottage. I suppose it could be somebody's cottage. I gotta adjust the green screen here. Yeah, and the mic, the light's hitting it funny, so it's not We're getting some shadowing effects here. Might have to add more lights in eventually. Just what I need, more lighting effects here. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that'd probably be the guest cottage. Yeah. Doug's cottage is not a cottage anymore. It's huge. Have you seen it recently? It's massive. Mm. Oh, that's a good cup right there. I'll tell you what. See if I can find a photo of it. Yeah, I just type in Christmas cabin, and all kinds of interesting images come up. There's a nice one here, but it has Christmas cabin written right across it. So it's like, well, I'm not gonna put that up. It's a premium fragrance oil Christmas cabin. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll share this screen with you. this is interesting. It's Christmas cabin. Yeah, here we go. Lovely Christmas cabin, I guess. And I don't know what that is. Maximum level of use, not approved. Whatever that is. It's for Fizzy Fairy, Crazy Colors, fragrances. And this fragrance is that of a Christmas cabin. Step away to a Christmas getaway through jolly notes of spicy cinnamon, fresh orange zest, juicy cranberry, and sweet bayberry over warm woody base. Fragrance notes: top, cinnamon, orange zest; middle, cranberry; bottom, bayberry woods. Essential oil: cedarwood oil, Virginia; orange oil, Florida; gurgeon balsam oil. I hope I said that correctly. Cinnamon leaf oil. Interesting. Application level limit 0.23% in lotion. I don't think you should put that on your skin. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's safe to put on your body. Anyway, Christmas cabin. It is a fragrance, I guess you could sprinkle around your house to make it smell like you're in a cabin. I don't know. Yeah, this is the HD Christmas tree log cabin. It's a YouTube, I guess, with cozy snow falling. There's a few different variations thereof. I like this one's quite nice too. Let me just put it up on the screen here so I can share it with you so you can see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, come on, open up. There we go. Wow, that took a while to open. There's all these other pop-ups in the background that are really annoying. Well, okay, so this is kind of a nice image actually, but I have to pay for it to use it. If I share the screen, fine for a minute or two. There you go. That's another lovely image. Just type in Christmas cabin into the Googler and it'll give you some stuff. And this is the one I got. Apparently there's several movies called Christmas Cabin. Interesting. Oh, I like this one. This is quite nice too. Where did it go? That wasn't it. What happened? I hate it. They show you a picture, you go to show it, and it disappears. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, this is a real cabin. Oh, wow. That's not CGI. So this is a snapshot of a real cabin. I'll put this on the screen. Just a second here. I'm going to turn on this light so we can make it sort of Christmassy. There we go. Let's share this screen. It's this right here. That's part of a real cabin. For some reason, I try and blow it up, and it takes me to the web page. Holly Jolly Christmas Cabin. You can see there. There we go. That is a real cabin. I don't know where it is, but you got the antler chandelier, which I think is nice. I think in bad taste, it's putting the television above the fireplace. I wouldn't put a TV in that room at all myself, and I'm an AV guy. Here we go. There you are. I'm an AV guy, and I wouldn't have done that. There's another picture of the same room from a different angle. It's quite beautiful, this place. Oh wow, look at that. Eh? Nice big patio out front too. Somewhere in the south, because there's no snow, and it looks like there's leaves on the trees, but it's all decorated for Christmas. Even got a foosball table, which I think is kind of fun. Board games. Well, at a cottage, you'd want that. Yeah, that's definitely somewhere in the south. A lot of trees with leaves on them still. Looks lovely, though. Let's see if I can find out where this is. Because Oh, they even have a theater. They have a theater. I'll share this. Hang on. There's I assume this is in the basement of this cabin. It's a cabin has a basement, but yeah. They have a theater room with some lovely relaxing chairs. And, ooh, look at that kitchen. That's a nice kitchen, I'll tell you what, right there. Isn't that a beauty? Yeah, something tells me this cabin, if this was in Quebec or the Muskokas, we're looking at millions here. I don't know where it is. It's huge. It's a massive cabin. My God, look at the bed frames. That is something else, huh? That is something else. Wow. Yeah, I don't know where this is. Let's see if I can find it. There's a TV in the bathroom. That is a giant bathroom. That bathroom is probably bigger than my apartment. I mean, that's a 4-person walk-in shower. Get your dirty mind out of the gutter. I don't know why they had to show the toilet, but there you go. That is a big spot, man. What is it, Sleep 27? How many bathrooms are in this place? I gotta find out where this is. It's insane. Okay, hang on. We'll just figure it out, right? And there's the photo gallery. There's a lot of pictures of this place. Oh, they keep going. And there's more. Oh, there's another bathroom. This must sleep like 20 people easily. Basement, shower, bath. My God. Reindeer room. Another kitchen. Basement, second living kitchen area. Oh, my God. Okay, so there's 125 photos. So 9 king beds, 6,700 square feet, 9 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. Sleeps 28. Blairsville, Georgia. Yeah. Okay, so it's in Georgia. That would make sense. I say that it makes sense because of the fact that it's you've got no snow on the ground. 6,700 square feet. My goodness gracious. How much is the price to rent this? Spaces about this property. Christmas all year round. Oh, okay. So it's done up like Christmas time year round. Okay, interesting. And okay, that's nice. Give me all the things. How much does it cost? There's no price. On your check-in, a $500 authorization will be put on your credit card as a hold. Yeah, that's not outrageous. They're on Verbo. But I don't know how much it costs. I can't find the pricing on it anywhere. Either way, I'm going to bookmark that for fun. And, yeah. Check-in date. It doesn't give me the price, though. I don't see the price. Anyway, it's quite something. Holly Jolly Christmas. So you get double beaver for Christmas. Jesus. Yes, this morning's drop-in was just that, a drop-in, unplanned. I was just up and I thought, you know what? Let's come in and say hello to everybody and see how you're all doing on this Christmas morning. Here we are, December 25th, 2024. Did we think we would make it? We did. I asked that because, 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, 5 years ago in March, when the whole world came to a screeching halt, we didn't know if we'd see another Christmas. I mean, we all thought we were in the worst parts of any disaster end of the world type film, for real. As we know, in many cases, that was a reality for many, many people. Thankfully, a great number of us didn't have to face that reality. And we'll just leave it at that. I'm not getting into any sort of politics or convoy stuff or anything to that degree. Just thankfully, many of us never had to face that harsh reality of what COVID can do to families and friends. So if you did lose anybody, I'm very sorry for your loss. And I hope that you started to recover from it to a certain degree. Grief is always there. It never leaves. It's permanent. But you learn to deal with it as time moves on. What? For Christ's sake. It's also one of those rare occasions when Christmas and Hanukkah line up at the same time. They're overlapping. Let me just check the dates, the Hanukkah dates this year, because I'm not sure. Hanukkah 2024. I don't want images. I want the dates. Yeah, so December 25th to January 2nd. So Hanukkah starts today. So the Jewish calendar is based on lunar cycles and is not in sync with the Gregorian calendar, which sets Christmas on December 25th. So Hanukkah starts, I guess, today to January 2nd. Happy Hanukkah. Was it today or yesterday? I don't know. Anyway. No, today, December 25th. Yeah. Wow. I knew it lined up. I just didn't know exactly how tight it lined up. So first night of Hanukkah aligns with it aligns with Christmas Day. I was going to say the first day of Christmas. It's not really a thing now, is it? The first day of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas. Oh, I guess there's 12 days of Christmas. Do we really do 12 days of Christmas? I mean, really. Is it the 12 days leading up to Christmas, or is it the 12 days thereafter? Because that would bring us, a few days into January if we did that. So I would think the 12 days of Christmas. Now I'm going to have to Google that because it's in my head. When does it start? 12 days of Christmas. I don't want the song. I want the 12 days of Christmas meaning. Okay. And there goes my camera again. See? Look at this. It's still zoomed in. That's the weird part. It just resets itself for some reason. I don't know what's going on. In Christian theology, the 12 days of Christmas is the time between the birth of Jesus and the arrival of the three wise men. It begins on December 25th and ends on January 6th, also known as the Epiphany or Three Kings Day. Oh. Partridge in a Pear. The 12 Days of Christmas is also the name of a popular. The gifts and their meanings include, so partridge in a pear tree, Jesus Christ. 2 turtle doves, the Old and New Testaments. 3 French hens, faith, hope, and charity. 4 calling birds, the 4 Gospels. 5 golden rings, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. 6 geese a-laying, the 6 days of creation. 7 swans a-swimming, the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. 8 maids a-milking, the 8 Beatitudes. 9 ladies dancing, the 9 fruits of the Holy Spirit. Don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. 10 lords a-leaping, the 10 Commandments. 11 pipers piping, the 11 faithful disciples. I thought there was 12 disciples. 12 drummers drumming, the 12 points of belief in the Apostles' Creed. Huh. Now that's from AI Overview, so I don't know if that's... There's from Vox, they have an article about it, and I will put that link to that in the chat. If anybody wants to look at the Vox article on a Christmas morning. Nothing like a cold beer on a hot Christmas morning. That's a Homer Simpson, not me. I'm having a hot chocolate. I'm not having a beer at Christmas morning. My God. I just woke up. Well, a while ago, but still. That's a good mug of hot chocolate right there, my friends. I can tell you that. So the story behind the holiday's most annoying carol. The lyrics have changed over the years. The earliest known version first appeared in the 1780 children's book called Mirth Without Mischief. A first edition of that book sold for $23,000 at Sotheby's auction in 2014. But you can get a digital copy on Amazon. Some historians think the song could be French in origin, but most agree it was designed as a memory and forfeits game in which singers tested their recall of the lyrics and had to award their opponents a forfeit, a kiss or a favor of some kind, if they made a mistake. Many variations of the lyrics have existed at different points. Well, this is getting interesting, actually. I'm going to read this to you. Uh, Many variations of the lyrics of Venus. Some mention bears a-baiting or ships a-sailing. Okay, we got a. Looks like we got a beaver who's just joined in. He's trying to set his camera up. I just heard him pop in the background there. And if you're ready, sir, I'll turn the camera on. But it looks like we're only going to get part of it. No, you're not ready? Okay, he's working on some stuff in the background there. I didn't this was not planned on my part. He didn't know about it. It was literally 2 minutes before I sat down that I decided to do this. I had nothing else to do right now. Bridget's at home with her children, and she'll be coming over later before we head over to my folks' place for dinner. We'll head over well before dinner, though, mind you. This light beside me, it's this little, I don't know, this little thing I got it for free actually on Temu. You know how you get, if you're on Temu, there goes my camera again. Jesus Christ, what this thing? I don't know why it keeps doing that, because it zooms out and then the zoom actually unadjusted. It's still there. So I don't know what's going on. So, okay, let's bring Mr. Beaver in, because I didn't see you at all, sir.
Hey, how are you? Merry Christmas, everyone, and Merry Christmas to you, good sir.
Merry Christmas. You don't have your mic with you?
I tried to bring the little one, but unfortunately, once it's plugged in, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great for recording, but maybe not for. But we did it before. Oh, did you have headphones before when we did it? Because you've used it before. You had headphones.
That might have been the case, but I used it at home and not remotely.
Right. Yeah. So you need to bring earbuds with you for. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. No. This was not planned at all. This was like literally. Oh my, this is really pissing me off. I don't know what's going on. Like the Zoom doesn't get adjusted. It resets itself to 0, and I have no idea why it keeps doing that. The software.
Somebody suggested in the chat yesterday that it maybe had something to do with the autofocus function that maybe not need to be turned on.
I can switch that off, and it doesn't seem to make a difference.
Weird. No, I was at home, and I saw that you had started, and of course everybody's not up, so I wanted to make sure that I don't miss you for Christmas, even though I will be popping in at 9:30 for the kids. So I got dressed and I booked it to the Starbucks close by it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to make sure that I got to say hello to you.
The Starbucks is open?
The one here, is a lot of them are closed, but the one right next, close to where my Beaver Sweetie's my father lives, it is. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's because not necessarily everybody celebrates Christmas anymore, so not everybody. Not all businesses feel the need to be closed. I mean, especially a coffee shop, right?
Yeah. Well, everything around my neighborhood, with the exception of Circle K and the Quickie, everything is closed. Everything. Although, no, I shouldn't know. Actually, I think the Elgin Street Diner is open.
Yes.
Right? The Elgin Street Diner is probably the only place that is open.
So I have joined you in some lovely hot chocolate because I've been listening. Don't think I can tilt it enough yet because it's still full. And of course, because it's Christmas now, kids and cubs, especially the little kitties and cubs, if you're watching, I do not recommend this, but it is Christmas, so I'm having the breakfast of champions.
Which is?
Pretty much a Rice Krispie square.
Oh, well.
We're starting with sugar, and the days is going to get better from here on. And, so how are things with your family and stuff?
Good, I guess. I didn't see them last night. I had a terrible migraine. I couldn't leave the house. I was down for the count. I was getting ready to go. I was supposed to head out at 6. I was getting ready to go. It was around 5:30, and I was like, "Oh God, no, not now." And it's like I have to lie down. So I took some aspirin and I lied down. I put the ice pack in my head, and then by 6:30, I just texted my sister and said, "I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm sorry. I just have a brutal migraine." So my whole night I was just on the couch in pain. So yeah, not how you want your Christmas Eve to go.
Oh no, 'cause I had heard you had got migraine, but I was busy getting ready, so I missed the part. I thought you had gotten home already with your family, and then the migraine hit. So you're ready
No.
to- Ooh.
Well, that would have been worse because then it's like I got to go lie down, and there's a room full of people having a good time, and it's like no. At least if I'm home, you don't have the FOMO, FOMO Christmas. You can hear it; it's right there, but you can't participate because you're literally incapacitated.
Yeah, I think
So
that would be a bummer.
staying home was the best thing for me, really. You know. So yeah, we'll head up a little later on today. I don't know what time. I'll just text my mom later. She'll want to chat at some point. So yeah. So for the time being, I just thought I'd drop in, see who's online. I figured there'd be a few people up. Might have somebody who wanted to just hang out on a Christmas morning. So I didn't get dressed. I'm wearing my bathrobe for crying out loud. And it's very hot under all these lights, I'll tell you that. So when a cold day, I come in, I close the studio door and sit down in here, and you get the recharge from the lights because they effectively work like satellites, right? Satellite seasonal affective disorder, electronic light, satellite, SADE light. Anyway, um, it works in that same effect because I get the light that I need, but because there's about a dozen of them on me. Anyway, um, I find not only is it rejuvenating, but it's also very, very warm because it's a small enclosed space with all these lights. It creates a lot of heat, and I don't have any airflow in here. I do have fans down below, which I'm actually going to turn on because it's getting warm in here. It's getting very, very toasty in here. So I got a couple of boxer fans down below. For those of you who don't know, boxer fans is a type of fan that you put in a rack of audio or video equipment to cool the equipment down. They're specialized. They're quite quiet and they open really well. They work really well, I should say. I said open because I saw the dyslexia, right? I see a word on the screen and I insert it into my speech. This is Carol. We opened our Gretzky wine yesterday. And I put the word opened in there. The fans open really well. No, they work really well. They work, and they're quite quiet.
I'm a big fan of open fans. I hope that all the kids and cubs are doing really well today. Like I said, just popping in because I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss you, my friend.
Well, I didn't know you were going to do a show at 9:30. So, but I don't think I'll be available for that. Bridget should be here sometime around then, and we'll be having some breakfast or something. So, but we'll see. Maybe I can pop in if I have the time. Yeah, like I said, we had tried to record yesterday, but unfortunately, just couldn't get our schedules to line up. So, yeah, it's that time of the year, though.
Yeah, but that one was my fault. We were doing family stuff, and that's what when you're doing family stuff, and it's your biological family,
mm-hmm.
You sometimes get clued into things a little more than when it's not. So it's like, what are we doing today? Oh, we're all getting together. We're going to go play bowling for a few hours. It's like, okay, great. It's like, be ready to go at 5:00. Turns out that bowling for a few hours meant bowling, then watching the kids play games at in the arcade for a while, then everybody going back to the brother-in-law's house, play cards for a little bit, have a little munchie. So I thought we were getting back home at around 4, maybe 5 at the latest. Turns out we got back at 10:30.
Yeah, I was not going to be.
Somebody could have told me somewhere along the way, like from 2:00 on, your day is gone. Yeah. Don't do anything.
Yeah, that would have been easier, right?
And I'm sure that everybody who's married into a family, and you go, and it's almost all the family, and like you're the plus one, like even years later, are probably familiar with that. It's like, yeah, we're all doing this. Oh yeah, you're here too. Yeah. And not like in a rude way or whatnot. I mean,
no.
It's like I'm the only one in the group that's gluten free, and there's always something. There's always a special dessert, whatnot. It's not like they don't think of me. It's sort of like the whole family's going. It's like, still doing a show.
You get sucked into the vortex, right? The family vortex, and it's like you get spit out the other side. Whenever you get spit out is when you get spit out, and you have no say in it. You're like, yeah, I'm just going along for the ride.
Well, that's it, right? And it's holidays and plans change, right? It's like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
we just bowling. It's like, oh, well, we played arcade games and now it's like, 6. So like, why don't you come over? We'll make something. It's like when you go over someone like just to have like tea or coffee, whatnot. It's like you're there 2 hours later, somebody goes, "You're staying for dinner, right?" No, I really got to go. "No, you're staying for dinner, right?"
Yeah. That happens. Yeah.
Staying for dinner.
There's the old school take on it, right? That's that.
Exactly. It's the Jolly. I think it said it went by fast. Jolly Beaver podcast or something. I like that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said.
My title.
I'm not going to talk about news or politics today.
Yeah.
It's just Christmas morning. We'll just come on in and say hello and wish everyone a merry one, and nothing insane.
What you said don't talk about politics. It is and it isn't. But yesterday I noticed because you got to take a day off sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday, I think, and this is politics adjacent, but it's really about taking a day off. You know how every year, right? There's the whole NORAD thing and the track Santa's sleigh and all that came from a story, right? That apparently there was somebody that put an ad in the newspaper or something like that. There was the phone number, and turns out the phone number was a misprint that led to NORAD. Like this, it was for kids to call Santa or something like that, tell them what they want. Then NORAD said, "Hey, what a great idea! Let's just do that for the kids." Okay, it's for the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, it costs money. Yes, it comes out of the budget, but it's Christmas and it's for the kids. There was a YouTube on YouTube. Anita Anand, she was like doing that. We got everything. Santa's cleared for takeoff. That they do every year. There was not a single comment under the on the CTV thing on the YouTube feed of that. It's just a minute 44 seconds. Not a single positive comment.
Of course not.
It's for the kids and take a day off.
The hate machine is 24/7, 365. It doesn't take time off.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
But we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. So there you go. Because we are well-rounded people.
Well, it's like
it's like if you can't be happy for kids at Christmas.
Well, I'll give you an example of here. So this is Jay Hunter, Mr. Joker 604. I'm fully convinced truck driver plebe has brain damage. Not only is it weird to be triggered by the way people choose to say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, it's even more weird to lie about it. Trudeau liberals can't even say Merry Christmas. What a bunch of woke losers. Happy holidays. Spread the cheer by signing our holiday card for the Trudeau family here. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas.
I know.
And yet, there's the Harper family. Happy holidays. And the Harper family, once again, happy holidays.
And the thing is that both are appropriate. There are people celebrating Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, and there are people who are celebrating other things. So happy holidays. I mean, it's
not offensive.
No, and that's like yesterday I was walking down the street and there was this nice man who was coming out of his house. Okay. Mm-hmm. Definitely more religious than I was. Definitely. Comes out of the house, says, Merry Christmas, and the Savior's Day, and there's only one God. And I'm sitting there and it's like, yep, only one. You're right. I did. Why poo-poo? Yeah. Why engage in the debate? The guy's wishing me Merry Christmas and he's all joyous and happy. Merry Christmas to you too. Savior. Like does that, it's like, maybe not my Savior. Maybe my Savior.
This is the thing.
But if not, but he's yours and you're happy.
And I'm not going to be offended.
There's only one. Because for him, there is only one.
Yeah, and I'm not offended by it. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
There's more than one thing being celebrated at this time of the year.
Yeah. Kick-ass Kwanzaa, Joyous Yule, Happy Inu New Year. I can't pronounce the name, but it starts with Q. I wrote it in the programming thing, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But there's lots of things. There's just lots of cultures and lots of people celebrating. Have a frolicking Festivus for those who are not, right? But just be happy. Fine, be happy. Spread some cheer.
My the corner store, the quickie I go to, The gentleman who works the counter there frequently moved to this country. I don't know how many years ago, but he wasn't born in Canada, and he's Muslim. And what does he say to me? Merry Christmas, Paul.
Yeah,
Like, hey, Merry Christmas, right?
right.
It's a celebration. It's like it's a nice thing to say to one another. Nobody gets offended by it. You have these individuals who get their hackles up and say, "You can't say Merry Christmas," but then they say, "Now that Donald Trump is in power, we can say Merry Christmas again." You could never.
Nobody
Oh
ever.
my God!
I know that. I know. Somebody was saying there. I remember saying somebody was saying Happy Diwali to people when they were getting ready for Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah, because this year they fell around the same time.
Well, and I've had lots of people say, "Hey, Happy Diwali," and I'm like, "Yeah, Happy Diwali." I mean, I don't really fully get it or understand it, but I hear about it frequently, and I'm starting to learn about it.
Yep.
And I have my buddy in Rajesh in India, the guy who drove me around the entire time I was there, always wishes me Happy Diwali, and he just sent me a message very early this morning saying, actually, I'll read it to you verbatim for what he said to me, because I thought it was adorable. Because I haven't seen this man in 5 years, and he still sends me Christmas wishes. He's like,
Mhm.
"Wish you a happy Merry Christmas, dear Paul, sir. May the coming new year bring lots of happiness in your life." And I'm like,
Aw,
"I wish the same for you, sir." You know.
Paul.
There you go, Tom. There you go. Merry
Right.
Christmas is just a seasonal. Have a nice day.
I'm glad you spotted that because I was going to read that in.
It really is. It really
Oh,
is.
Merry
It's a
Christmas to you,
seasonal word. Pardon?
I said Merry Christmas to you too, Kid Tom.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And Tom's
Yes.
in San Diego right now, where it's a lot warmer than it is here.
Yes. A palm tree Christmas from California.
San Diego. I believe that means whale's vagina.
Oh.
Ron Burgundy? You stay
I
classy, San Diego.
yes. I saw in the chat earlier, Kid Uncover, I posted something about the whale that we heard about a few years ago that had carried a calf, I think for 18 months, that was stillborn or something like that. Just had another baby, apparently.
Oh, wow.
So there, Merry Christmas. We have a Christmas baby whale. Can't wait for the animated special. Santa loads all the toys on the whale, like this, and delivers to the islands. Surfing. What, do you think I only sled? I moved, man. Oh man, I have to say that I am really, really happy this year for Christmas. I wasn't, because it's been a tough year. And I'm not a big fan of huge crowds for too long. And Christmas, you're usually in a big crowd a lot, frequently, and especially if you're going into family like for 4 or 5 days. That's a lot of time when you're not really. I can't say a people person. When you don't like big crowds for too long, you get overwhelmed
Too people-y?
a little easily. Yeah, I'm too people-y. And even if it's like people I love and whatnot, at one point it's just like you do your thing. I'm just going to go to Starbucks for an hour and a half and just read some stuff. I just need to.
I occasionally get that, but not often. It does happen to me sometimes when it's just it's because the anxiety just peaks and you need quiet. That's what it boils down to, right?
Yeah, me, it's just it's like I take on other people's energy, so it's like I feel it, and it's like, okay, it's just too much now. I just need to take it out, wipe
I
it
get
off.
my energy from other people, so yeah, it's
I
definitely
do
not
too,
works for me.
but after that, but then I can't keep it. Like it's got to go at some point. So so that's why I always say that I think there was a kit. I think it was playing with 3D or something like that. Said INTP, says alone is my default mode. Then I Myers-Briggs and I came in ENTP, so I'm really close. But it's a scale, right? There's 0 in the middle, and then there's like up to whatever on one side. So how much of an introvert? It's like I am extrovert 1. I'm like the 0 is neither introvert nor extrovert. I'm like extrovert 1. just this side of the line. It's like, so I understand alone being my default mode, but every now and then something goes, it's like, you just need to be around people. And that's what happened during COVID when I started going to the grocery store twice a day just so I could talk to the cash lady because there was only Alex. I said, you're fascinating and I love you, but you're not enough.
Anymore. Yeah. Well, I just saw something cute that came across my fish on the screen here with us. It says, the week between Christmas and New Year's is so strange, kind of like this. First to the 26th of December, festive. 27th December to December 31st, confused, full of cheese.
I can relate to the full of cheese part.
And Rachel Wolfson, the space between Christmas and New Year's is known as the taint. I've never heard that one before, but it's pretty funny.
Oh God, I hope I remember that for the 27th. Happy Christmas, Tate.
What? Yeah, from now till New Year's Eve, it's the taint.
Leave it to this show to make it dirty.
Ribbled? Tales of Ribaldry.
Ooh, ribaldry. Ooh, I like that. Have a very ribald Christmas, everyone. Maybe a body one too. Well, it's a beaver show. Just like. Oh man, I am totally inappropriate. It's Christmas. For some reason, I have the feeling that if a good Lord there is, he has a pretty good sense of humor and he approves. Because we could be doing way worse than telling body jokes on Christmas. And body jokes do spare some good cheer. Unconventionally.
Makes me think of the dumbest lyric ever written for any Christmas song. There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. Which part of Africa? It's a giant goddamn continent. Which part?
It's really weird, right? Because when that song came out back in, I think it was 84?
84.
Or late 83?
83, I think, actually.
Yeah, because it was before Christmas, so probably 83.
Yeah.
I loved that song. Loved it. Couldn't stop listening to it at all. And now I'm listening to it as an adult and sort of like, I still like the spirit of the song and all that, but yeah, there's a couple of lines in there. It's like,
Tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. Now, apparently,
I'd rather thank God that it wasn't anyone.
Apparently, the point of that was to wake people out of their bubble and let them know.
Yeah,
that you're in this, this soft.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. In the moment, it never struck me because that famine. We had Live Aid and everything as a result, right? Big cultural phenomenon, I guess, and then we had USA for Africa, We Are the World, and the Northern Lights with Tears Are Not Enough. A lot of people were doing it, so it was it was a big thing. But looking back now, it's like, ooh, it's amazing how a couple of years later, this, and then you're not in the same context, and then the words have a different, because it never struck me at all back then.
So according to this, in the original lyric, he says, there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. The original lyric substituted Africa with Ethiopia, but Major decided that Ethiopia had too many syllables to fit the melody. And I can that's reasonable.
Yes.
It is. Because there won't be snow in Ethiopia this Christmas time. You could still do it.
Yeah. But it almost comes like a Beyonce song when you get a lot of syllables in a short amount of beat, that patter thing.
That's when you need, what's his name? The rapper.
Ludacris.
No, not Ludacris. I can see his name right now.
Busta Rhymes? The guy that goes really fast?
Thank you. Yeah, Busta. Yeah. When he does his statico thing.
Yeah. I don't know if he moves his lips that fast. Seriously.
Practice, man. Practice.
And everything is clearly enunciated too, because sometimes it sounds like you miss a word, right? Something gets slurred or whatnot. You hear every word crisp with him when he does it. I don't know how. That's a gift, man. I don't even know anybody else who's even tried to do that.
Eminem can do it.
Eminem could do it? Yes, that's right. Yeah, you're right. There are a
There's
couple
a few
songs
people
where,
who can.
he lets through there like that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the young woman from X-Galax could do it too,
Oh my God, yes.
because she raps in 3 languages:
Yes. Oh God, why can't I remember her name?
English, Korean, and Japanese. Like, wow, and has such a great flow. It's just amazing. Yeah, I think she could do that easily.
Coca? No, not Coca. It starts with a C. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. That was. I'm glad you tipped me off to them. Actually, they were my musical discovery this year. Because I listened to not to just the thing you sent me that had like the each one of them doing a little
Mhm.
thing style. Well, not each one of them because there's 7, but like 3 or 4 of them doing each thing in their own style, rap wise. But like went out and check out the songs too. And it's like their first 4 or 5 singles were all of them were just bangers. It's
Oh
great.
yeah.
So, but Tippy Toes in particular, it's I don't know. It has like a dark little edge to it. It's kind of nice. So it's pretty neat. But yeah, that was my musical discovery, and that was thanks to you. I danced a lot in my living room to the XG girls.
There's something else, man. I mean, it's. I mean, yes, they're sort of a science experiment in that they're created in a factory, like the boy bands were in Florida in the '90s and early 2000s. But you still have to have the talent. You still have to have the dedication and the drive to be able to do it.
Singing, rapping, multiple language, dance, choreography, like this, and then if you look at the videos, they are very heavily produced and very slick. So not even them, the team behind them. It's like it's like somebody definitely wanted to make them stars. That was it.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I do like them a lot. So that was a lot of fun. Kokona.
There you go.
There. I knew if I talked about them long enough, it would come to me. I've reached that age where you can't remember something, so you just keep talking and eventually, spark. Man. So you will be going in to see your family today because you're feeling a little better.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to my folks' place for dinner later on. My sister and brother-in-law are up, and my other sister will be coming over. So yeah, Bridget will be joining me, and I don't know if we're bringing Lola or not. I'm gonna check with my mom, find out what time she wants us there, how long we're gonna be. If it's gonna be an extended time period, I might just bring Lola, which means we'll have to take an Uber pet because I can't take her on the train, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, please, if you do, give my best to all of your family, to Mama and Papa, your siblings and your who might be there. Big hug.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I will. Alrighty, well, I think I've been on for almost an hour, and it was really only going to be a quick pop in and say hello. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for the time being because I gotta go lie down. I'm tired. I woke up early, and then I got to take Lola out shortly. She's going to want to go out for a walk. So, Merry Christmas, everybody! And I know that Mr. Beaver's going to try and pop back on around 9:30. If I have a chance, I'll pop in and say hello. I don't know where I'll be at that time or what I'll be doing, but if I can, I'll pop in and say hello. And if not, maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. So, Kids and Cubs, thank you for joining us early this morning. Thank you for doing this, Mr. Grizzly. It's nice that we are able to keep our regular time as well for those who might not be able to come late. So, y'all get Kids and Cubs. You've all been such good Kids and Cubs this year. And for Christmas, you get double beaver. Just
Twice
saying.
as much beaver as you can handle. More than you can handle.
Since you started it, would you like to see us out, Mr.
All righty. Well, Thanks to our sponsors, CanadianTarot.com, the Misfit Mysteries from Corbin Moon Publishing, and the Pepper Master. You can find us at any one of the fine places where you get your finer podcasts. Of course, here live on our YouTube channel, which is where we'd love you to come and watch us and listen to us here. But by all means, if you can only do the audio version, feel free to do so. You can find it at podpage.com/The True North Eager Beaver with a hyphen between each word. And that's where we are. And if you want to donate, if you're feeling Christmassy and generous, Spirit has moved you, by all means, just drop a couple of bucks into the coffee account if you want to scan the coffee QR code that is on the screen right now, or you can go to ko-fi.com/Eager Beaver, and you can donate there. In the meantime, we want to say thank you to everybody for popping in. Oh, you need a coffee or a hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, you need one. Mine's empty, so I might have another one. That's a lot for me, though. But yeah, feel free to donate if you wish. You can donate here on YouTube. You can donate on our coffee page. You can even email us money directly if you want to, straight to truenortheagerbeaver@gmail.com. All right, folks, we're going to call this a day, and we're going to sign off. So, as Mr. Beaver says, be kind to and gentle with yourself. And I don't have any words of wisdom other than Merry Christmas. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
You are listening to a True North Eager Beaver Media Incorporated podcast. The True North Eager Beaver podcasts are proudly brought to you by our founding sponsors, the Misfit Mysteries from Corbin Moon Publishing, your source for science fiction, fantasy, and cozy mysteries featuring a broad diversity of characters, CanadianTarot.com, their uniquely Canadian online eclectic tarot community, and the Pepper Master, hot pepper sauces made from farm-fresh ingredients to thrill your taste buds and expand your mind. We are grateful to the Crier Media Network for its support, Pete Jarvis for our artwork, and Paul Joseph Something for our opening and closing sequence music.